The pick day of the month. Not only is it beautiful as you look live from Earth Cam, we've got blue sky, very little if any cloud cover. We've got comfortable temperatures. Right now it's 81 degrees with a dew point of 61, so it's really not feeling much hotter than it actually is. Such a nice change of pace after what's been a really sticky stretch. Yesterday we started to see the humidity drop off, but it was still a little on the humid side. But today, so much more comfortable, and it's going to stay beautiful throughout the day today. So hopefully you can take your lunch outside, maybe stretch your legs midday, but if you can't get outside until this evening, it's still going to be gorgeous. Temperatures will be in the low 80s through about 7, 8 o'clock, eventually dropping down into the 70s after the sun goes down. And then as you're waking up tomorrow morning, we'll start things off in the 60s. Once again, a nice little cool, crisper start to your Tuesday forecast. And I encourage you to enjoy tomorrow as well, because the heat returns on Wednesday. We've issued a weather impact alert for Wednesday and Thursday for temperatures that for many folks will be near, if not above 100 degrees, but it's going to be humid as well. So it's going to feel anywhere from 105 to 110 degrees. So both are days where you need to take those heat safety precautions. Make sure you're hydrating, limiting time spent outside, checking on elderly, children, pets. We did this just a couple weeks ago, and we've got another round of heat on the way. We'll talk about when this heat breaks and when we could see some storms back in the forecast coming up.
Rockville, Maryland, such a stud.
Yes.
A local.
That'll be fun to watch.
Local guy, yeah. And it's fun to be outside. Although we're in here, that's okay. We'll go for a walk later.
Yes, need to get outside today. I went for a walk this morning and just remarked how comfortable it felt. Finally.
After all those days of humidity and the storms.
Yeah, today feels so much better. And tomorrow's not bad either, before we have a weather impact alert later this week. But check out take my word for it. Make some time, get outside, soak in the sunshine. With that low humidity, temperatures don't feel any hotter than they actually are. So we'll top off in the mid to upper 80s this afternoon, which is below average for this time in July as well. Super nice and comfortable through this evening. And by the time you wake up on Tuesday, we're back in the 60s, even some low 60s in spots like Front Royal and Manassas, 62 in Martinsburg, 63 in Frederick, mid to upper 60s from D.C. down through southern Maryland. But you know what? That's going to feel spectacular as you're waking up early on Tuesday. Now tomorrow afternoon will be a little bit hotter, a little closer to average. We're talking low 90s, but humidity does still stay in check. So once again, there's really not much of a heat index factor to the forecast for Tuesday, and we will have that beautiful sunshine to soak in as well. Now things start to change as we head into Wednesday and Thursday. That's when we're back in the triple digits for high temperatures. Going to be really toasty both days, and humidity will be higher as well. Friday, we're still at 97, so a warm end to the week, but without the humidity, it won't feel as hot. But it's really Wednesday and Thursday that we're honing in on for those dew points to be back in the low 70s, and that can make things feel substantially hotter than they actually are. We will catch a little bit of a break on Friday from the humidity before it returns as we head into the weekend, but Saturday and Sunday won't be as hot as Wednesday and Thursday. So by Wednesday afternoon, it's feeling like 105 to 110, and we run that back on Thursday as well. That's why we've issued a weather impact alert for both days. That's the type of heat that you do need to take those heat safety precautions and really limit the time spent outside during the hottest part of the day. Make sure you're staying hydrated, be mindful of what you're wearing, all things that can make a big difference in how your body handles the heat. Now, as we head into the end of the weekend, temperatures again do get a little bit more comfortable, I guess you could say. Saturday and Sunday won't be nearly as hot. We'll be in the low 90s, just a little above average both days, but it is going to be a bit more humid as we head into the weekend. And with that, we will have some showers and storms back in the forecast. But behind that round of storms, we cool things off in a big way as we look ahead to next week. So if you are not a fan of the summer heat, next week is looking actually quite comfortable and below average with temperatures in the mid to low 80s. So all in all, lots of nice weather to enjoy here over the next couple of days. We've got mid to upper 80s today, low 90s back for Tuesday, and abundant sunshine really all week long. There's a low chance we could see an isolated storm on Friday, but dry at least through Thursday. So good news, bad news is that a shower or storm would help cool us down with that extreme heat, but we look to stay dry as we head through Friday with a better chance for storms moving in over the weekend with those temperatures back in the 90s and humidity going to make it feel more like the mid to upper 90s. So as you're looking ahead to the weekend, just plan ahead. You might need to move some plans inside, but the rest of this week it is smooth sailing with lots of sunshine to enjoy. just how comfortable it feels. I mean, it looks like a beautiful day. We've got sunshine, very little cloud cover out there, but it's the low humidity and the below average temperatures that just feel like such a treat. Our dew point right now is 58 degrees, which is low for any time of the year, let alone in July. So it's not adding any kind of heat index factor to the forecast. Our temperature in DC is 83 degrees, and that is exactly what it feels like. If you've spent any time outside today, you don't need me to tell you, it is noticeably more comfortable than it's been over the past several days. And throughout the afternoon, our temperatures will stay below average. We're talking mid 80s for high temperatures this afternoon with beautiful sunshine. If you're cooped up inside today, can't get outside until after you wrap up your workday later tonight, still going to be gorgeous. We'll see temperatures in the low 80s through about 7, 8 o'clock, mid to upper 70s as we head through the later evening hours. And then overnight, we'll fall back into the 60s. Really nice, comfortable start to your Tuesday forecast as well. But as we look ahead to Wednesday and Thursday, extreme heat is back in the forecast. We're talking high temperatures back between 96 and 101 degrees, but humidity is also going to make a comeback. So it's going to feel anywhere from 105 to 110 degrees. So you need to start thinking ahead to those heat safety precautions. If the kids have camp outside, might need to make some adjustments there. Make sure you're hydrating, limiting time outside during the hottest part of the day. Not going to be as brutally hot or as long as our last heat wave we were dealing with leading up to the 4th of July, but still some pretty extreme heat as we head through the middle part of the week. So coming up, we'll talk about when the heat really breaks and when we add some storms back into the forecast as well.
You know, you have to have
Yes.
a super, it's always like, it's like a pit stop at a NASCAR race. It's like,
Those
and then they
costume
just jump,
changers.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the little secret hideaways when they disappear from the stage. You're like, oh, I wonder how they did that.
It all makes a great show.
Yes.
It's in the 70s, so 58 feels fantastic. Our temperatures are cooler as well. A little below average today, should be around 90 by mid-July, but we're going to stay in the mid to upper 80s. We will take that little bit of an unseasonably cool day that we can because temperatures are getting much hotter as we head toward the middle part of the week. That is why we've issued a weather impact alert. But today is such a treat to be outside. Temperatures don't feel any hotter than they actually are thanks to that low humidity. We've got nice sunshine, going to be comfortable this evening as well. And by tomorrow morning, another little cooler start to the day. Temperatures will be in the 60s across the map. Low 60s from Front Royal down into Manassas, 63 in Martinsburg, or 62 rather in Martinsburg, 63 in Frederick. Mid to upper 60s from DC down through southern Maryland. So really nice start to your Tuesday forecast. And once again, humidity will stay low, so we won't have any heat index factor to our Tuesday forecast to talk about, but temperatures will be a little bit hotter, closer to average in the low 90s, but low 90s with low humidity. Really not bad for July. And once again, we will have that beautiful sunshine to soak in for tomorrow. Now, Wednesday and Thursday, those are our hot days. That's why we've issued a weather impact alert. Actual temperatures will be in the triple digits. You factor in the humidity, going to feel anywhere from 105 to 110 degrees. So need to think ahead to Wednesday and Thursday for those heat safety precautions. Friday is still hot, 97 degrees, but it's not going to be as humid, so it won't feel much warmer than it actually is. It's really Wednesday and Thursday, and then again this weekend when we see those dew points climb back into the low 70s, that's when you really got to tack on a few degrees to what it actually, to what the actual temperature is to calculate what it's going to feel like. So Friday, all in all, not that bad, despite being so hot. Now by Wednesday afternoon, this is right around 4 o'clock, around hottest part of the day, going to feel anywhere from 105 to about 110 degrees. And we run that back on Thursday. So I do think both days will likely at least have a heat advisory. But again, this is your early heads up that if the kids have outdoor camp, if you've got plans outside, you need to think ahead to how you're going to stay cool on those days. Now, thankfully, it's going to be a shorter and not as extreme as our last heat wave that we had leading up to the 4th of July, because once we break the heat, really not until next week, it does stay cooler. Saturday and Sunday, not as hot by any means. We'll have temperatures in the mid to low 90s, but it is going to be humid, so feeling a little bit sticky. But then as we head into next week, a nice stretch of 80s to enjoy. So today and tomorrow, spectacular. And then we've got the weather impact alert for the high heat and humidity Wednesday and Thursday. Next best chance for storms is going to move in, unfortunately, over the weekend.